So it was at a point in my business where I started charging more for my services, and it was like over a little bit of a year in to a new direction in my coaching business. And I knew I needed to be more organized because I was going to start collecting money in different ways. And I really wanted to be on top of it, especially for tax time. And it just came at the perfect time for me to learn from somebody that knows what they're doing, because I never have been very good with managing money in terms of like coming from different sources, because I'd never been in this situation before. And now with having a family, having kids, it's not just me, I need to be responsible, right? So having someone that has experience with this tell me this is what you should do because this will work was exactly what I needed. So it was like the perfect timing. It's crazy how things happened at the right time for me to get organized. So because I'm not like type A organized person, I felt like it was going to be overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, because sometimes starting stops you, and that kind of stuff usually is what stops me, is like, it's going to be too complicated. I don't even want to go there, but I knew I needed to. And I felt like with the course, you made things really simple. It wasn't overwhelming. It was very to the point, and I liked how every week was a different topic, and we had time to go through the materials and through the tasks, and you kept us accountable with, all right, so what are you going to do specifically for each person, so that they would have a task, right? And, know that that's what they needed to do, like the homework for the following week. So I felt like that was really important, was taking the overwhelm out, because that was the whole purpose of even taking a course like this, right? Not to overwhelm yourself, but to get organized and understand that it doesn't have to be hard. You just have to stay on top of it. The biggest change is just knowing where my money is going and knowing that I have the money. Because sometimes when I look into my my paycheck account and there's not a whole lot of money there, I get a little bit, oh my gosh, there's not a whole lot of money. But when I look into all the other accounts, I have money in all the other accounts. So it's like, if there was an emergency, I have this money somewhere. But it's, of course, separated into different accounts so that I don't spend everything. Because before, that's what I was doing, which you always talk about, is you get the money and you kind of spend it, but you don't really realize that you don't really have that money, because it's the tax money, because it's the savings. And I didn't have it separated. So now sometimes, even when I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have that much money to spend and I still need to pay the credit card, if it came to a point where I'm struggling big time, I have money saved up in the other accounts. So this whole system is genius. I would say everyone needs to get organized. And I feel like this is a big step into owning your business. Is if you're really serious about it, then you really need to get organized with your finances. And that's something that we usually put off because you feel like, oh, it's okay, I got this, right? Usually you think you got this, that's why you don't need the help. But if you're really, really serious about taking your business to the next level and scaling, you have to get your finances in order. And if you're not 100% confident with what you're doing with your finances, then you need the help. And this is perfect because it's simple, you have someone helping you with that, but you're still hands-on doing things. So I feel like it's even better than handing it over to somebody else, because you're in touch with what you're doing and you're learning too, so that once the course is over, you can keep on applying the strategies and everything.